No. Super late. Super late. Welcome back to another episode of Talking with Rafael with your host, Rafael, and the Irwin Show, respectfully. With the host, Irwin. What up, bro? What up?
What's up, Rafa? A little late here today, guys.
Yeah, let me adjust some lighting too.
Yeah, for real. Though, of course, before we continue on, let Rafa take care of that real quick. But most importantly, thank you guys for joining another great episode here today with Talking Rafael and the Irwin Show. We are out here again. We're running a little late here today. Rafa has some parenting duties to take care of, but we're still back in track here today. Before anything else, before continuing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to the YouTube channels, The Irwin Show. You can find us on YouTube, and you can find us at The Rafa Show. Talking with Rafa, Talking with Rafa, and our social medias. Rafa, get on top of those social medias underneath that.
Yeah. It's Talking with Rafael.
That's what I said. I corrected what I said. Talking with Rafael at the YouTube channel as well. Our IDs are right below, and our Twitter accounts is right below as well too. But we're out here. We're here. We made it. We're here today. Another day to make this happen. So, all right, Rafa. Well, shit, man. A little late, but better late than never, right? So,
better late than never. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, dude. Like you were saying, I had some family. My daughter had an appointment today, and so we just want to make sure. Man, I even have the wrong fucking shit. Wait, 69 episode 69, bro.
Hey,
episode 69.
Hey.
Shit, comments that we have for you at the moment. But for right now, I just want to start with parenting so I can get that shit out of the way. The appointment went great. Sometimes I feel like going to the doctors is a little waste of time for them to tell you, oh, there's nothing going on, nothing's wrong, you know. So, but I will tell you more details once I get approval from the wife and making sure I can disclose this with y'all. But for right now, she's good, she's healthy. She just there's a few things that we want to take care of before it becomes more dangerous later on in the future. So of course we have the ability. See, I'm even adjusting the monitor, the camera. Let's go. It's one of those days, ladies and gentlemen. But we're here, we're live, and you know, we're just enjoying the moment. So Irwin, how's Alaric doing, man? How's Alaric?
I actually haven't talked to him today. Now that you bring that up, I haven't actually talked to him today.
I haven't talked to my son either, man. I keep talking about Milena, but
yeah,
shout out to my son. He's having a good time. He's posting about his friends and shit. Yeah. Let me see. I literally just saw his story. Posting about his friend and shit. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm about to snitch on his ass right now.
Don't be snitches get stitches, bro. Take it easy, bro. Relax yourself. You're gonna be doing that shit. Take it easy, bro.
I think we can talk about snitching and show you what I have to say about snitching, man.
Oh my goodness.
But no, do you really think snitches get stitches, or do you think like there's certain things that we can snitch about and be okay with?
I mean, what do you mean? Like,
what you just say?
Snitches about what? I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like on that, I don't think you should do that at all. It's none of your concern. It's none of your business. You shouldn't get involved with that shit.
Involved with what?
Anything, man. That's not something that you have to bring up.
Talking about with anything?
Anything. That's not your business. You shouldn't be involving anything like yourself into that. You shouldn't be putting yourself in a situation that you eventually gonna later on regret it. And yeah, no, I wouldn't get myself involved.
What if it is a situation where the wrong place, the wrong time?
Give me an example. Give me an example.
That's a good one. Let me think. Because I think we already talked. We already touched this subject when it comes to if we create the scenario of your homie cheating on his girl, or his girl cheating on your homie.
Yeah, we talked about that in the past.
We talked about that, so let's leave that alone. Let's go with a different scenario.
Okay.
Let's say somebody's stealing. Man, I don't want to go 9-to-5 job shit either. Because I feel like that's like something that you get an interview for. Like if you
Mm.
see a coworker stealing from the company, what would you do?
Hey, man, that's none of my business.
Like,
I'm sorry, but I'm just
I'm
here to
sorry,
get my
I'm blind.
paycheck, bro.
I'm
I don't know
legally
what you're
blind on
talking
this
about.
eye, and I can barely see on this eye. So
Sorry, that is none of my business. I'm sorry. That's something that I don't want to get involved with. That I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But we seen you, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. That's none of my
I'm
business.
legally blind.
Yeah, I don't want to get myself into any situations like that. If I get put in a situation like that, same thing with about the whole boyfriend and girlfriend thing. If you want to bring it up, that's none of my business neither. I
No, it's
mean,
not either. That
that's
shit.
something
Yeah,
that's
leave that
out of my
alone.
league, and you have
Okay,
questions once you
how
ask
about
me.
this one? This will be a serious one.
Mm.
This will be a serious. What if your homie's abusing his girl? And I'm talking about physically and emotionally.
I don't. Okay, so in that case, I think I probably can pull him to the side and talk to the man. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think I would talk to him directly first, and I'd be like, you know what, dude, what the hell's going on, man? You're losing it. You're about to lose it. You're about to do something really stupid.
Yeah.
And I personally wouldn't get involved with any of that stuff, but I will kind of pull him back in a situation. I'm like, you know what? Let me talk to you. Let's talk about this. Let's see what makes you feel better about it. Why are you going through this? Why are you putting yourself in a situation like this? If you're ready to a point that you're with this person and you're physically getting, in contact with this person, that's a
Hmm.
big red flag, man. That's the time for you gotta get the fuck out. I don't think you need to be putting yourself in a situation because next thing you know, what if you actually kill this person? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think as a good friend, you could be on a person like that, in a personal level like that, you can actually communicate with them and say, you know what, let me talk to you.
But do you think communicating will, I mean, let's say it's not the first time you see it. Like you already had the conversation already. Do you think that's something like, yo, it's time to snitch? It's time to call the cops on this dude or
I still wouldn't. I still
and
wouldn't get
I don't mean like let's not say like this dude, let's say also the girl. Let's say
it.
vice versa.
Hmm.
Let's say like couples are fighting,
Hmm.
either the female goes hit him. Let's go that route. Let's go the female hits the male in the relationship.
I think at this point, with the male point and a male point of view, I think that he would probably take ownership and decide to do what he wants to do. Like I think he'll probably be the one actually calling himself the police, to make sure and get that shit out of the way. I don't think at this point a friend will do anything. I think the smartest thing for a man to do that in that case would be, if you want everything get situated and gets to that
Mhm.
level, at this point, I think any man would actually say, you know what, I'm calling the law. Unless you're those kind of guys who I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. If you feel like
Ooh,
if you're the kind of guy
yeah,
that feels like, you know what, you put hands on a man, I'm gonna put hands on you. You know, shit. I feel like
yeah,
it's a vice versa. It could turn around in either way. In any
yeah. It
example.
can, but I feel like, and this is where it becomes very biased because I feel like, dude, if a girl puts a hand on you and you have the mentality of putting your hands on her, like you can beat the girl up. You
Oh,
know
no
what I
kidding.
mean?
No kidding.
Like the male is physically stronger than the female.
Of
Period.
course. Of
No
course.
matter what. Even if you put it on a UFC fight, like if you put like Ronda Rousey at 135 versus any fighter at 135, any male fighter at 135, she will get knocked the fuck out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but here's the thing, in a point of view that I want to say, it's just I do believe the men physically are stronger than a woman. Yes. I don't care the circumstances that you do, and I'm not trying to minimize anybody else or anybody make anything different for anybody at this point. But I think in general speaking, based on the genes, a man is stronger than a woman. So a man can do more damage to a woman than a woman can do to a man. It can physically, you can probably get like scratches or get hit here and there, with the woman and stuff like that. But I think a man, one punch, it's lethal. One punch can make a big
Yeah.
difference, and that's what you kind of see it for yourself. You're like, you know what? Is it really worth it for you? A lot of men say, and I've heard in the past say
Mhm.
that, oh, okay, so if this girl has enough power to put her hands on me, don't expect not to get hit. I don't think that's the way we should react.
No, we
We
should
shouldn't
not.
react that way at all. And I think if it comes to a conclusion like that, the best thing you can do is just kind of move yourself away. At this point, if you feel like this is going to go out of control and you know how this person's going to
Yeah.
get, then you might want to contact the police and say, you know what, get this shit out of my face.
Yeah,
get her ass
definitely.
out of my face, and then I'll be okay with that because I don't want to be dealing with that. I don't want to be put in a situation that makes me feel like I'm going to be a threat. And then eventually you get so pissed off,
Mhm.
you black out.
Hey, bro, we're gonna
And
need. I think like out of subject, real quick.
yo,
You're gonna
what
need a light.
a light,
Yeah,
me. I know why is it
yeah.
keep
You
going in
seem
the
kind of dark, bro. You seem darker than me right now. And for
damn. I
those
don't
who
know.
don't know, if we go live, if we go face to face, you'll see who's the darkest.
I think you are the darkest on that one for sure. No, I think I
Yeah,
do. I need to get a light for sure. I'm gonna have to
I'll
get one
hook
of
you
those.
up. I'll hook you up.
Oh shit! Let's get the light.
As in, like, I will show you where to get one, not buy
Ah,
one. Yeah, yeah,
dang! I
yeah,
thought you
yeah.
had love for me like that. I was like, damn, my boy.
Nah,
The
nah,
birthday
nah,
is
nah.
coming up, bro. If you're interested, just saying,
Hey, my birthday is coming up in 9 days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Just
what do
saying.
you need? What do you need? Maybe it's the
I
hat,
need
but I can take
money.
it off. Maybe it's the hat.
No, you good. You good. Why you? No, dude, leave the hat on. It's all good.
There you go. Better. I'll take it off. Fuck it. There you go. But no, dude. Like I would just say, just I think in
Yeah,
general, overall, sometimes there is men out there that they don't do that shit. And I don't respect a man that puts hand on a woman's like at all.
agreed.
You have to put your circumstances and really put. Dude, I can imagine how frustrating it could be. you know. And I'm not going to bring any topic about that, but I know what it's like to be put in a situation like that because it takes a lot for a man to get pushed the buttons to a limit. There gets a point in your life where you just kind
Yeah.
of like, you know what, I'm about to explode, and this is not going to be great. So,
No, and as a man, I have to say that I have walked away many, many times of situations where like
yeah,
a girl tried to put her hands on me and I have to walk away.
no,
And
no kidding.
so I'm like, yeah, dude, like first of all, I remember in high school some girl fucking punched me and I was like, don't fucking do that shit again cuz I think like at that point I was like ready to throw down with a fucking girl, um but I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep my cool. Like it takes a lot, and I understand that it takes a lot to have that switch and say, fuck no, I'm not gonna throw hands or anything.
Yeah.
And then there's other situations where I have to hold the girl back and be like, I couldn't even hold her back through her chest where like, oh damn, sexual harassment, you know what I mean? I
Hmm.
have to like hold her back through her stomach and just push her like hold her back in a way, you know?
No, and it makes sense, bro, because it's like I say, and any kind of circumstances like that, and
Yeah.
even though the way I see it is, even though if you kind of put yourself in a situation where the woman started kind of being abusive,
Hmm.
the moment you put your hands on that person, I think that's when the tables turn around.
Yeah, and I think
And
it also goes for the men too. When the
yeah,
men start being abusive mentally and physically, I think just because you don't put your hands on a woman doesn't mean you're not abusing her mentally. You probably are are saying like because eventually you get to know your girl pretty well, right?
right.
And let's say you're dating, I don't know, how long did you and your ex date it for? Just give me a number.
11 years.
11 years.
Mm-hmm.
So 11 years, I'm sure like you both know each other's secret. And let's say like she goes and tells you and rubs it in your face like how dirty of a secret, like whatever dirty secret you had,
See,
and rubs it in your face. And that's where like, yo, why you gotta hit low like that, you know?
and that's what I'm saying. I feel like in my situation, I'm gonna put myself an example out there, and I'll put myself out there for that example. I
You
think
don't
there's a
have
point of your life
wait,
that
wait, wait, wait. Before you do, make sure if you don't want to say anything, don't say it.
no, no, no. I'm just gonna go with very basic as possible.
Mhm.
I just feel like it gets to a point that in your life that you're trying to help somebody else to become a better person for themselves. That you completely forget about yourself, and then you're the dumbass. And I'm gonna call that shit because that's how I feel. You're the dumbass that stuck around, and somebody didn't want to change themselves, and you can't help somebody change who they want to be.
Mhm.
It gets to a point that that it gets serious. Any kind of frustrations, whatever the situation is, whatever the problem is, whatever the circumstances may be, it makes things more difficult. Then it gets to another point, another level when you start disrespecting each other.
Yeah.
That is, to me, that should be the ultimate stop. You're done. Get the fuck out. That's what you
Mhm.
need to get out because there's no turning back onto that. When the moment that happens and you both disrespect each other, this is where you can guarantee this. The red flags will come in and the things will go way down south from there.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
and then that's something that I like. That's all I wanted to bring up because, like I said, there's so much things that you can't experience from your partner. Even though you've been with somebody for so long, you will never get to know your partner to the fullest. And like you said, Rafa, they will hit you at the lowest point of your life where you say something that's really affect you and it affects you mentally, emotionally, and everything. And they say that to you. That's when you know. That's when you draw the line. And you
Yeah,
don't ever say shit like that. No matter what, you're wrong for saying shit like that. Don't be that person that had to be prideful and say, well, you know why you telling me this? I'm gonna tell you this fucking other shit.
yeah,
This is how it's done. You know, no, don't be that person. Don't do that shit. That's
yeah. That's low.
immature. That's stupid. That's childish shit. You know,
Mhm.
it's childish shit. There's no communications there. You don't communicate anything. You're making assumptions and everything. You don't trust somebody. Then what the fuck are you doing? You know, it's just childish shit. So my personal recommendation to you that if the moment that happens, that's when things go down south.
Yeah.
And you lost respect for somebody at that point, and then when you do that, then you just kind of walk away and you decide to go. You know what? It's time for me to move on,
Mhm.
and grab your pair, guys, grab your pair of nuts, and just walk away. Ladies, hold those
Ladies,
ovaries.
ladies,
Do
walk
something.
away. I
Yeah.
mean,
Don't be that
I think
person, bro.
we. Do you feel like we have a share of friendships that we see like they're in abusive relationship at some point?
I can't say that I've been in. I seen friends like that, but I mean, based on my experience from my previous story, what I see from people and people that actually know my previous life stories.
Mhm.
And there's times where I actually call them out and say, "Bro, this shit reminds me of my shit." You know, like you
Like
might want
what
to
you
work.
doing? Like, hey, do you
Yeah,
see the red flags? Do
yeah,
you like it's time to get out or
yeah.
something, you know?
It's
Yeah.
like the whole, like you said, snitches get stitches. In that situation at this point, if it gets to the point where it's very physical and you can't control, and this is the first time I know be the biggest thing, but once it continues to be repetitive, that's when the
Mm.
problem could be worse. That could be a lot worse. And that's when
So
it's not a snitch. You're protecting yourself by calling the police and say, you know what,
yeah.
get this crazy ass out of my house because I can't deal with this shit. And people may say you don't have the. That's fine. Think whatever you want to think, but you know what? I prefer to do it this way instead of actually me hurting somebody or losing my mind or something because I can do
Yeah.
something to damage her. Even just a little push. I push her, she
Fuck
falls,
yeah.
she gets hurt. That shit
Shit.
turns around real quick. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, and that's the thing. Like relationships like that, when the shit gets out of hand like that, in my personal opinion, like I said, if you get to a point where you can't respect one another, you better
Walk
watch out.
out.
Walk
Yeah.
out because that's my red flag right there. And believe it or not, that's where I'm like, you know what? That shit happens. I'm out. Never doing that shit in my life again. So
Yeah. I had my share of walking out moments too. I had to walk out of a relationship because it was starting to get abusive mentally and physically, and I was like, "No, dude, like I'm done. Like I'm not. I'm walking out. Like
yeah.
no matter how good that is, I'm walking out." You
It,
know what I mean?
here's another thing too, though. You know, I feel like a lot of people don't want to get out of relationships like that because they've been with somebody for so long.
Ooh,
But again,
walk out.
why? Just walk
Yo,
out. It's
yo,
okay to be
Shakira
by
is single
yourself,
right
man.
now. Let me tell you something, guys. Shakira is single. She's looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Like, walk out of the one that you're in
Yeah.
and try to hit up with Shakira and see what's up.
Yeah, I mean, but remember, she's looking for status. Remember that.
Status.
She ain't gonna be
Hey,
looking for
dude.
no peasants. So
And like I was telling you over the text, like me and Erwin, we were texting earlier, and I was telling him, what if she lies? What if she lies about the number, the counts? Because there was a meme you actually share that says like there was this person interviewing people on the street and asking what's their body count. This girl's just like, oh, I think it's like 150 or 200, and it's like, damn. It's like, what if she lying though? What if like that girl is literally trying to push people away or not wanting to do anything with that person, and so they lie about a high number like that, or they say, "Oh, I only have five," but they in reality they had like 150. Does that make sense?
Like the meme that I sent you earlier about that girl that were asking her the questions, what's your body count? It's like 150, maybe 200. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, dude,
So
you're
exactly.
fucking
What
another
if she
level.
lying though? What is she lying? What is she doing it for the gram? What is she doing it for the
I
gram?
mean, whatever works. I mean, don't take me wrong. The girl was gorgeous as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent a couple people. I did send it to a couple people, and they were like telling me like, I
You
still be
still
the
got that.
201. I'll be the 201. I'm like, fuck, dog. You
I'll either be 151 or
I'll
201.
be 151. I'll be on the waiting list with no problems. Like,
Shit.
no, I
But see,
mean, handle that shit,
on
bro.
that scenario, I'll be like, yo, you gotta yo, we both going to the doctor and get ourselves checked, and then we can do it. But yeah, yeah, I was telling this kid over here, this kid right here.
Me, I'm a kid now. I'm a real boy.
I'm a kid now. Yeah, that kid right there. I was telling him like, yo, it could be like, what if the person lies? What if like, have you lied about your number before? And I'm
What
talking
number?
about back in high school shit.
What do you mean, my number?
Well, shit, like I'm sure in high school, we had to lie about if we were virgins or not. Like, did you remember back in the day, shit like that?
Mm.
Like, it could be something innocent. I'm not saying lie about account number. Like, if you would have said, oh, back in high school, you would have said like, my body count is 20. Everybody will laugh at you, bro.
I don't honestly, and to be honest with you, I don't think. I mean, we went to high school together, bro.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
did.
think we did ask any of those questions. I mean, you remember Mario Flores? You remember Mario Flores, right?
You keep mentioning him, man.
Yeah, you remember. He
I
was actually one of the first ones that
vaguely
did a
remember him.
podcast. Yeah, we remember Josh Langarinka, Mario Flores,
Okay, Mario Flores. I think he used to live like
across, like literally right behind
across
Taylor's,
from
right behind
the
the school.
high school.
Yep, literally right behind
Yeah,
the school.
so I
Yeah.
remember going to his house once.
So,
Yeah,
those days were wild, man. High school days in that house, bro. Whew, good old times, that's for sure. You know,
for
for those
those
that
who
are
don't know, this dude is about to snitch on himself. Like he
nah,
said that he
never,
was
never, 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 never. No, 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 no. They were just good times.
Mario Flores' mom is like, so see me, you were sloughing. Like, yo, what the
Dude.
hell? You know what I mean?
No, his mom was hella dope, bro. His mom didn't care about shit, bro. We were just doing little things
Uh,
out there, you know. But Mario
I'm
Flores
just
actually was one of my very first guests on one of the episodes that we started here when we was actually just basic as it possibly could be. We was out talking about you know suicide prevention, month. It
mhm.
was that time when we talked with
Go
him. But
check out that podcast. It's pretty
yeah,
good.
that one's actually in the audio. You actually have to either look it up in Spotify or you have to look it up at Apple Podcasts. I don't have the video for that one yet.
What?
But yeah, because we didn't have the videos. We didn't have any videos at the time.
I thought you sent me a recording though.
It was an actual TikTok he recorded on his TikTok page. So he actually has it on his TikTok page, that
Oh
episode alone.
shit! Hold on
But
then.
let me see if Dan, you want to show everybody the TikTok?
Well, yeah,
Uh,
we gotta share. Like it-
let's
shit like
see.
this is very important to communicate with everybody, you know. And so
Yeah, and that
is
story was actually pretty good, guys. If you do hear that story, just a little heads up,
shit,
it
I
is a
don't
little bit
know.
different. Let's see, what is his thing under Mario Flores? Right thing right here, that's him. That's him. Yep, that's him. Holy hell, that's him. Dude, he has wow. So his name on TikTok is at MOE_flow89. That's him. He actually did posted a
One second.
video. Okay, let me find. Oh, it's right here. Actually, if I'll send it to you right now, Rafa.
Okay,
Jesus, that video has over 2,000 views. Wow, that's insane. I'll send it to you
here
right
I'm
now.
at. Oh shit, no, not that one. Share
Damn.
my screen.
Here you go, Rafa. I'll send it to you right now.
Okay,
Damn.
via text.
Yeah, I just sent it to you in a text message. Jesus Christ, that's forever ago. So we can't really hear that good, but he made that video clip really quick. We get about over 2,000 views on that one, and I still can't get enough of that.
Bro, that's Mario Lopez?
That's Flores.
Oh, Flores?
That's Mario now.
Bro, he changed.
Oh yeah.
I don't recognize him at all.
That video was actually filmed back in October 26, 2021. That's when that video was filmed, and buddy. If you hear out the
This
episode,
dude
bro,
right here.
yeah, it's him.
Okay.
That is Mario.
Actually, I might hit the follow. Wait,
Yes,
let me.
sir.
This is this one, right?
Yes, you gotta scroll down, and right there,
Right here.
that's the one. That is the
Yeah.
video that was one of my very first guests in the podcast. This is how you guys want to know. This is where we started our very first podcast. Me and him, actually, he was one of my first guests. This is back in the days, and the quality was not that great. We had like an actual camera recorder, and the system we're using, which is using headphones, as you can see, it wasn't the greatest thing. But
I'm gonna mute this because I can barely hear you.
yeah,
Like I can hear is so that's the one thing I want to work on making sure that if whenever I share like a video or something or like an audio, I can actually share it with you guys and we all can hear it at the same time. So I'm trying to figure that out with this software here. But for right now, unfortunately, I will just show you the clip. But it's pretty, dude. I do not recognize him, dude.
I know he seems so different now, huh?
Fuck yeah, he does,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, so for those of you guys don't know about that episode, I'll make a quick debrief about him, but if you guys want to know more about it, just that one, like I said, that's also available in audio. I don't have an actual video like we have now, but that video actually we spent about an hour.
Live. Just kidding.
We spent about an hour roughly with him and stuff like that. It was pretty good, pretty good stuff. But yeah, no, now the dude is actually married. He's doing good. So I haven't actually heard from him for a minute, but he's been asking me last time I talked to him. He wants to kind of come back and do this again. So I have to reach out to him again. So, but yeah,
dude. Like when I see him like this, he sort of he just got so buff because I remember in high school. I remember in high school he was skinnier than I was, and I was like 135.
Yeah, he was little.
Yeah, I was 135 back in the day, and he was a little than me. So I was like, "Shit, dude, you got buff as fuck."
Yeah, he got pretty big. He got pretty big, and like I said, he's doing better. So last time I talked to him, that day he actually bought us some lunch that day. He's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna get some lunch." Stopped by my apartment that time, and we're just kind of chilling, and it was chill. So, but yeah, it was definitely a good episode out there to watch with him, and had a conversation with him. Like I said, the audio was not the greatest, but it's actually, now that I'm grateful now for the stuff I have, the equipment, it's a lot better. But we're still working on more better equipment than that. So, yeah, Rafa, what else you have in mind, huh? What else you want to talk about today, huh? Let's hear this.
Well, I mean, there's one more thing I gotta mention. Maybe you might not like it, but you know what that means.
What do you have?
Your LeBron James got injured.
Unfortunately,
LeBron James got injured, ladies and gentlemen. So, we also talked about Russell Westbrook going to the LA Clippers already.
Yes, we did.
How do you see him? Have you seen him play, or?
His first game, his debut when he actually lost to the Kings, he did really fucking good, bro. He did really good. I feel like a lot of the thing has kind of been with him. And it's weird because he did say back in 2021, it's like, would you go play for the Clippers? He said, hell no. And he ended up going to the Clippers, which I thought was funny as shit.
But that's the thing, though. Like, that literally gives you evidence of like never say never.
I mean, that's the way it should work, right? That's the way it should be. That's the way. I think you got to keep your mind open and your doors open for anything, especially when you're a professional athlete. Being an athlete like that, then you have the opportunity to expand and to kind of go everything. Even with him, how his career has been, he's played with like 6 different teams in 14 years or something like that.
No, dude.
Yeah, look, he started with
he got drafted by the Supersonics, or was it OKC at that time?
It was the Supersonics. When they went to, it was during that same year transition.
Yeah,
so
same year transition. Okay.
Went to Oklahoma. Then after Oklahoma, he got traded to.
Oklahoma got traded to the Rockets.
From the
Rockets, he got traded to Washington Wizards. He renewed his contract with the Washington Wizards, and then he moved to LA.
No, there's somebody else there. There has to be. Or
Google time.
Ah, fuck. No, you know what? You're right. Hold on. You're right. So it was
No, too
Oklahoma,
bad. I already
Houston,
said Google time. Already
Wizards,
said Google time.
Lakers,
You're
Clippers.
You're
Fuck you.
fucked.
Man.
See,
Oh
that's the
my
thing about barbershop talk, man. Like sometimes we get shit wrong, but here it is. Status. See, he was with the OKC,
KC,
then Rockets,
Houston,
then Washington,
Washington.
LA
Can't see that.
Lakers, and then the Clippers.
See? Okay, so there you go.
Boom.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, everybody
Useless
seems to be.
information in my head.
Yeah, he should be okay with that. I mean, he should be overall. He seems to be okay playing with the Clippers. I mean, shit, you know. But my biggest thing is the LeBron injury. I'm not too sure what happened, but he said something. He felt something pop. So it's kind of scary because now I guess they saw him earlier today walking into Staples Center with an actual walking boot. They're estimating he will be about approximately 2 weeks is what they're estimating, which is quite a bit of time. But they're saying he's out indefinitely. So
that sucks.
yeah, it does suck, man. It does suck.
No, listen. All jokes aside, I do not wish anything bad happen to any of the players because, I mean, shit. That's I don't like to. First of all, second of all, LeBron James did made a statement earlier before he got injured, like after the trade deadline. The trade deadline. I promise I can talk. That this last few games is very critical for him to make it to the playoff. And now that he has like a good core within the Lakers, a good source of players that they can contribute the way he wants to, it's very unfortunate that he got injured. So I wish him a speedy recovery, and hopefully he feels better and come back sooner than later, you know. But right now we have the Jazz playing against the Spurs in the second quarter. With 3 minutes left, the Jazz are losing by 5 points. Then the Nets lost against the Bucks. But can we expect the Nets to be on the playoffs?
After what's going on with all the trades and everything that happened, I think they're going through like a whole rebuilding stage. So I think, I mean, you really can't expect anything from that end. So I think it's just going to be more than likely they might make it the last couple rounds, maybe the last team to make it. But you never know.
From A seed all the way to 10.
Yeah, I probably think I'm thinking 10. I'll take it with 10 for sure.
Okay. So let me pull it up right now. Yeah, right now they're on 6th place. And they have been losing 3 in a row. So
make it 4th coming up.
Yeah, four with this one. So
shit.
I can see them dropping down for sure. Miami going up. So another news is now that I look at it right there, the Atlanta Hawks signed Quinn Snyder for a 5-year deal. What's your thoughts on that?
I think the coaching system with the Hawks, from what I was understanding, was a little problem between Trae Young and a couple of staff members in there too. I think the Hawks were kind of more focused about Trae Young because he's such a young player, you know, and they wanted to kind of be building around the guy, you know. So the direction they went with that, I think it was pretty good. I think that, you know, having Quinn Snyder out there, he's a great coach. So he's definitely going to bring more of momentum for them. So I do think it's going to be worth it for them, and it's going to just take time, you know, to figure things out. So hopefully wish them best for them. And then with the Spurs Jazz game, you forgot to mention that Saxton and Clarkson were both out for tonight's game. So
Yeah. They're not playing today.
They're not playing at all.
Sorry, I don't have that stats like right here in front of me, so I will tend to forget
Mr.
about
Google
looking at
everything. Mr. Google everything.
Hey man, my bad. Then we also have the Nuggets versus the Rockets. There are only 2 minutes left on the fourth quarter, and the Nuggets are dominating by close to 20 points.
Do you think the Nuggets are for real, though? Do you think the Nuggets are actually for real? They're the number 1 seed right now in the West.
Are they?
Yes, sir. Number one
Oh
seed in the
shit,
West.
they are. Well,
Yes, sir.
I mean, we have seen it before where like the number one seed sometimes they don't win they don't go to the finals. We noticed it with the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, but
They
the
were
Nuggets,
number
the
one
Nuggets
seed.
choke, bro. They always choke. They do.
Maybe,
I
maybe
mean-
not. I
I
mean,
mean,
shit,
mm.
we'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
Right now they have a really strong. I honestly feel like they have a strong backcourt with Aaron Gordon. Is it Aaron Gordon?
No, Aaron Gordon plays with the Rockets, bro. No,
No,
wait,
no.
correction, the Clippers.
No, the dunk contest, Mr. 50. Forgot his name.
Who are you talking? Are you talking about the Nuggets, or who are you talking about?
The Nuggets, yeah. So, oh shit, they have DeAndre Jordan. Okay, that's a good one. They have Nikola Jokic and
Aaron
the guy
Gordon.
that I'm talking about,
Aaron Gordon. That's who you're talking about.
Aaron Gordon. Yeah,
Okay.
it is Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron.
Aaron. So I think like Aaron and
Hey, is Jamal
Jokic.
Murray back?
What? I don't know, dude. He's been
Right
injured
there.
for a minute, right?
Click on him. Oh yeah, he's back.
He's active.
Oh,
Okay.
he's back. So yeah, that's the answer. That proves a lot. That's the reason why they're probably kicking ass.
Okay,
Right.
cool. Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that explains. That explains.
That makes reasonable. Let's go. And what do you think about the Golden State? I think Steph Curry got another injury. Do you think they're gonna be okay on the 7th seed, or do you think they're gonna move up, down? What do you think?
See, I can't really underestimate Golden State because last year they had a lot of injuries and look, they came back and won the championship. So,
Wait, what?
yeah,
Who
Golden
did?
State last year was a lot of injuries,
Oh yeah,
and they came back
they
and
were
won the
last
champ-
seed too. Like
Somewhere
the
around
year
there.
before that, they were like the bottom of it.
Yeah, they were in the top. They were not in the top for sure, and then they came back and turned everything around. And Klay Thompson came back. You know,
Yeah.
Draymond Green was stacking. Steph Curry was killing it. Jordan Poole showed up. A lot of the players that you underestimated there, people that were underestimating them, they came out strong. Even Gary Payton's son was actually stepped up to the plates. And
Mhm.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I think the team itself is a pretty good team, so I can't really underestimate them. I feel like they're going to come back stronger since they already have the experience in the playoffs. That being said, I think just got to give it the time and the frame where everything comes on board and just go from there and see where it goes from that point on. So
Yeah, as you can see here, they were 3rd place and they won it.
yeah,
And
well they came
that's-
back strong. They came back really strong.
Yeah, and in
at
the year
end.
before that, they were like, they were 8th.
Yeah, they didn't
Maybe
win
the
year
one before that, 2020. Yeah, they were last place, number 15. So 2 years ago, they were like on the bottom because Klay Thompson was still injured with his knee injury. Then Steph Curry got injured, and then the only one left was Draymond Green as the star that he is for the Golden State Warriors, and he couldn't do anything about it, and so they only barely made it. I mean, you can see obviously here with the stats. So, but are you surprised about the Kings being 3rd place though?
Not at all.
No.
I told you that team was. I told you this before we talked about this. Before this, we talked about how that team was actually going to be stacked. They have a lot of young talents, and they're really good. So, I think the only ones they have that's kind of older in that team, I think is what was his name, Harrison Barnes. I think that's the oldest player they have in there, probably.
No, actually, Matthew De La Vedova.
He's the oldest.
He's the oldest with 32 years old. Harrison Barnes is 30, and everybody else is 29 and under.
That's insane. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, they have a good team. So I'm really not surprised the way they are. And look at their salary, dude. It's not a ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, let's take a look. Salary 28 million for the Aaron Fox.
He's good. He's really good.
Yeah, he was an all-star, dude.
Yeah, he's really good.
No, like there's a reason he's an all-star. So
Yes, sir.
let's take a look what else. So the Kings are actually winning against the Thunders 102-98. Then we have the Pacers versus Mavericks. Their Pacers are winning 75-68. with 8 minutes left on the third quarter. And
Wow.
then at 8 p.m., we have two games. We have the Trailblazers versus the Warriors. And then we
Mm.
have the Timberlands versus the Clippers.
The who? Oh, the
Uh,
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves,
I
my
thought you
bad.
said Timberlands. I'm like,
Yeah, I did say Timberlands. My bad. Timberlands.
well, like that's like that,
My bad, my bad, my bad.
bro. What the fuck's wrong with you today?
Hey, dude, it's like I'm late for the show.
I know.
I can barely
know.
say trade deadline, and I guess it's the Timberlands, not the Timberwolf. So new poster coming soon. Then we already have a few games that ended. The Wizards versus the Hawks. Wizards winning by 3 points against the Hawks, 119. Then we have the Bulls versus the Raptors. Raptors winning 104-98. Lakers lost against the Grizzlies, 121 versus 109.
You know that's the thing right now with the Lakers, bro. Like, hate or love it, Laker fans. I'm sorry to say this, but hate or love it. This is gonna be proving the point for you Laker fans that still don't like the LeBron James. Here's my proving my point right here. I mean, I know he can't win it all, but I'm sorry, without him, you guys,
Yeah.
it's a different ballpark. I'm sorry to say that, but you got to admit that.
Mhm.
Him being out, it's a huge difference. It's not the same thing. So you gotta
Yeah,
really think
definitely.
about that. So
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, man. I mean, as you can see here, we definitely have good matches going on, and it does sucks about LeBron James getting injured. I kind of like how the Hawks signed up Quinn Snyder. I thought for sure Quinn Snyder was gonna go for the San Antonio Spurs because he did grow under Popovich umbrella. He's one of the coaching staff under him, and so it's kind of surprising, but hey, not like shocking that he went to another team. Of course, he was gonna come back, and we will see because the way he handled, the way Quinn Snyder handled the Utah Jazz with the superstar caliber like Donovan Mitchell and I wouldn't say Rudy Gobert was a superstar, but he was technically
Thank you.
Utah's superstar or starter, I should say. The way he handled the situation, the drama behind the locker room and all that stuff, I don't know how he's gonna be handling Trae Young. If Trae Young is gonna be traded or not, it's gonna be one of those things where we have to watch and see. But what is your prediction? Do you think that Trae Young is gonna stay or go?
I don't think because I think Quinn Snyder kind of developed players at the young age, you know, and I think Trae Young is what third and fourth year in the season, somewhere around there.
You think Quinn Snyder develops player?
I think yeah, because think about it, you know, Quinn Snyder he was already the coach when Donovan Mitchell was in,
Yeah, yeah, but
and he came in. If not, he came in right on.
but
After
I don't
that,
think, but I don't think he developed Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell had role models like Dwayne Wade and.
But the Wing came in 2 years after. I mean, he came in 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Just
but even during the draft, they were comparing him to Dwayne Wade, and so he was like, "Fuck, if you're gonna compare my game with him, let me contact him."
yeah, I don't know.
And
I just feel like Quinn Snyder does have some kind of better kind of way to work around with young players. I think the fact as long as the Falcons, that Atlanta Hawks,
Falcons,
sorry, the Atlanta Hawks.
Falcons. I mean,
Sorry,
we
it's
got
the
the
same
Timberlakes
tomato,
versus the Falcons coming soon. Shit, dude.
I just think overall,
Mhm.
just gotta give him the time. You gotta give him the time to develop and see where it comes out from there and see where it goes from that point on. I mean, the team has a really good team. They're young, and like right now, for example, you're telling me to trust that, what's his name, Danny H. Right now, I'm not really trusting him at the moment.
Mhm.
But I guess we'll see what happens when the ball gets rolling and see what comes out or what ends up happening. And just in general, I think that like Quinn Snyder is a complete different kind of caliber coach. Just like you said, he grew up under, Popovich, his, as a coaching, and Popovich has been a great coach in the league. I think he's actually Phil
Mhm.
Jackson to me was number one coach, and then Popovich would be considered second to me, one of the greatest coaches. Phil Jackson, because he did it with the Lakers, and I mean the Bulls and the Lakers, and
Mhm.
Popovich has done it with the Spurs. But I think any coach that kind of develops himself with players like that or coaches like that under his wing, they get to learn a lot of things. And just the fact that he's able to
Yeah.
maneuver that, just give him the chance, give him the chance and try to see where it goes from there and see what comes out and makes things easier for them. So I just think you just got to be patient. You're bringing a coach halfway through the season. So it might not be enough to make the change that you want to, but
Mhm.
by next year, I'm sure something will come out and something will be better.
But see, my opinion is that I think I do trust on Danny Ainge just a tiny bit, but I'm not like blindly trusting him. But look at what he got us. So far he got us 15 future draft picks. And let me go ahead and show you here. For 2023, we have our own 2023 first pick,
Oh,
least favorable first round pick between Houston, Brooklyn, and Philly. And Houston Rockets are on the bottom of the table. So that's going to be a great fucking pick right there. Minnesota unprotected 2023 first round pick from Rudy Gobert.
mhm.
And then Jazz owns the Hornets second round pick for
Lana,
Eliha Huge.
huge,
Then for the
huge.
next year, the Jazz owns OKC's first round pick protected 1 through 10 for Derek Favors. Then the pick is protected 1 through 10 in 2025 and 2026.
I guess we'll have to see. Like I said, I just kind of want to,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yo, we
people want
have
to trust.
so many,
Yeah, there's
dude.
so many of them. And just in general, just
Mm-hmm.
I guess you have to see what comes out. What's the benefit of the doubt with that, or what comes in and the chemistry. I just think that nowadays with the NBA, there's a lot of things that like superstars and superstar teams, and just the comments that you get here from people that the All Star Weekend here happened. People, society like to get into people's heads and say, this is how it should be, and this is what this place is like. In reality, it's not nothing like that. But I mean, I guess we'll have to find out and what the preparations will be coming across
Yeah.
with anything based on the draft. So
Listen, I think we have a total of the Jazz owns 15 total first round picks. I think that's a great future for the Jazz.
yeah, we'll have to see
And
what comes out.
no, I agree, but the thing is that uh, with Danny Ainge as a general manager, I
Mhm.
think what we need to focus on is that we're no longer going to be making the huge mistakes like we did on the past,
Oh, I
if
hope
that makes
not.
sense.
I
But
hope not. So let's
because
just see what happens. You know, that
yeah,
just let's see what happens, what it comes out, and like I said, I just kind of wanted to throw that out. I wanted to throw that out there and see,
mhm,
where it's going to come out to. If it's going to come out to something positive and something good that you're actually going to be able to rely, as they've been saying, we're going to keep this young team playing around. Great, but
yeah,
you really have to
um,
be developing on that. That's something that I think you guys have to be more understandable, more comprehended on how everything's going to work. And there's
yeah.
a lot of draft picks, for example, that like we could have landed on Devin Booker. We could have landed, Jason Tatum. We could have landed all these players in the past, because we
No,
we were
look,
ahead of them. But
I'll give you an example right here. The Utah Jazz selected Rooney Brewer.
Ronnie Brewer,
Yeah, but look who were behind him: Ranchette Rondo,
Kyle Lowry. Oh my
Kyle Lowry,
lord,
and then of course we pick Paul
Paul
Millsap.
Millsap.
But even
Mm,
before him, there was notable undrafted players,
of course.
and then C.J. Watson, um, and so many other players in here that we have.
Yeah,
Eh,
I know.
Jose Barea,
Jose Juan Barea.
yeah,
He was
he was a
decent.
champion
hmm Yeah,
before
that's what I'm telling
LeBron.
you, bro. It just
Ah, so
whoa, 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 whoa. Relax,
hey,
relax,
hey,
relax,
just
relax.
saying he was a champion before LeBron. Just saying. But see, and then we can go to the following year. We pick Morris Almond,
Oh my
and
god, dude,
we skip on Mark
Marcus
Gasol.
All.
And so
See, this is what I'm saying. This is how you're not making it any better.
The following year, 2008. Of course, we're not gonna pick Darius Rose, but
That
if
would
we
have been
scroll
nice.
down to see where the Jazz picked number 23
Oh my God.
with
Yep.
Costa
Kufas.
Kofos,
Costa
we
Kufas.
could have picked DeAndre Jordan. We could have picked Goran Dragic. Wait, what is it?
Goran Dragic.
Yeah, whatever.
Dragic. I got you.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my
Joe
tongue today.
Crawford too, dude. You're done. I don't want to see this no more.
Let's
See,
go
this
to
is accept-
2009.
This is
Let's go
why I don't want to see this no
2009.
more.
I
My
love doing this
Lord.
shit.
No,
I
this
love
is
doing this
dumb.
shit.
This is the shit I'm telling you.
Utah
How can
Jazz
you
pick
trust-
Eric Maynor. And we skipped on.
You already
Actually,
skipped the
there's
whole
no-
list. You skipped a whole good team. I just look Patrick
No,
Beverly.
dude.
That was one of them. Taja Gibson. That's another good one. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. TJ Gibson.
Darren
Oh, for sure.
Collinson. You skipped him too. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, you're done.
Let's go
done.
ahead and
You're
go
done.
to 2010. Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
2010. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Let's take a look here. Who do we have? Where's the Jazz pick? Number 55? No. Right here. Number 9. We pick Gordon. Over Paul George.
Oh my fucking God.
Over Paul George. Let me ask you this. Would you have Paul George or Gordon Hayward?
Is that a fucking serious question?
No.
Like, are you being for real right now? Dude,
You would pick
Eric
Cole
Bledsoe,
Aldridge?
you let him go too. Avery Bradley, another one too. That you let go.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Let's
going.
see. Who else?
Your
Favorite Booker.
he was decent. He played
he
with
was
the Jazz
okay.
anyways.
He was, yeah. he
Jordan
went-
Crawford. Wait, Jordan Crawford?
Jordan. Nah. Jamal.
Oh, Jamal. Okay, now.
No. Yeah, and then number
Oh
55.
my gosh. Whiteside was a pick too, way before that too. We
That's
pick up
it.
Jeremy Evans. Great.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Evans was here, which
done.
he's playing somewhere.
You're
in
done. You're not making this any better. See that this
Why
is
am I
exactly what I'm
not?
saying.
Okay, this is where the Utah Jazz had the third pick, and we pick Enes Kanter
And we pick
over
Alec Burks,
Tristan Thompson,
over Kemba Walker,
Kemba Walker. Oh
over
my gosh,
Clay Thompson.
Thompson,
You're done.
Kawhi Leonard,
You're fucking done.
Nicholas.
fucking
I
done,
mean,
bro.
I will pick Kawhi Leonard, dude.
You're
I will
done.
go back in time and tell him
You're
do
done.
not pick that guy. Pick Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, you're done, please. Jimmy.
Butler.
Oh my God. I'm done.
No. Wait.
I'm done, dude.
Let me show you this. We have
I'm
the
done.
third pick that year,
Yeah, I know.
and
I see
then
that.
we have the number 12 pick.
And yeah,
So
no.
we could have Kawhi Leonard
Uh-huh.
and Jimmy Butler. You imagine that superstar team we would have?
Nah,
had?
can you imagine? No, I can only imagine because that's how I don't trust this
So
stuff.
okay, so all these picks that I just mentioned, they were under before Danny Ainge. If
Yeah.
we go back to what, because Danny Ainge was with the Boston Celtics, right? If we
don't
go
wanna do-
back,
yeah,
let's go back and see what the Boston Celtics pick. Randy Foye. And then was he? Wait, let me look at this. Danny Ainge. And let's take a look. What year from what year he was in the on the Boston Celtics?
Mm,
As a player, he was in the Boston Celtics, then Sacramento, Portland Trail Blazers, and then ended his career as a player with the Phoenix Sun. Then as a coach, he was with the Phoenix Sun from 96 to 99. So as an executive, where in the fuck is the executive? Oh, by the way, I didn't realize this, but he was in BYU. That's why he came to Utah. I didn't know that either. I just realized that when I was researching him. I was like, oh, he's from BYU. Shit. So let's take a look here. Where in the fuck he played baseball? MLB
apparently.
for the Toronto Blue Ray? Oh shit. All right, so let's take coach executive. In 2003, he was hired as an executive of basketball. Okay. So 3 years in, he picked Randy Foye, which I don't know if it was a good pick or not.
He was decent.
But then look at the pick he picked, Rajon Rondo, because the Phoenix picked him, but from LA Laker via Boston, and Atlanta traded back to Boston. So that was a good pick that he did right there. And let's not forget that after that, on 2007, the Boston Celtics select Jeff Green. He was decent. But what's it called? I don't know. Do you have any other picks in there that you would have picked besides Jeff Green? Any names pop out?
Tatus Young would have been one.
Tatus
Young
Young?
would have been one. Tatus Young, I would have actually taken him in for myself.
What do
Aaron-
we say here that we have? We have Morris Allman. And we say that we skip over who?
I'm done, dude. I'm not even going to look at that.
Oh,
stuff.
Marc Gasol. We could have picked. I guess he could have picked Marc Gasol.
I guess. I
But-
guess. What's the reason he didn't?
But there's a reason, because in 2008, I believe that's when he won against the Lakers as an executive. 2008, he won the championship.
Yeah.
And in that year, for 2008 picks, let's take a look. Who the Boston Celtics select? I don't see Celtics anywhere.
I think they got some kind of traits in there. That's why they didn't get that year for some reason. I don't remember what happened. I think it's the year when they actually got Kevin Garnett and they got Ray Allen or something like that, if I remember correctly.
No, they already had him at that time.
Kevin Garnett? Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think they gave some traits.
J.R. Giddens. And they could have picked DeAndre Jordan.
I don't think they
Or-
needed the height, bro. I don't think they needed the height of a player.
No,
I think they just need like a smaller point guard type of thing. You know, I don't
like a
think they
shooting
need-
guard.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, because the shooting guard. So if you think about it, Rondo was the point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then followed by the shooting guard was Allen.
Yep.
And then after Allen, then you have Paul Pierce,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Garnett. And wait, did I say his name right? Kevin Garnett?
Kevin Garnett. Yeah. Kevin Garnett.
Okay. Man, you laugh like I said it wrong, dude. Get the
No.
fuck out of here. And I'm gonna be like messing up my words. So I'm looking here at the trades, and I'm seeing like he did pretty good. And let's not forget that the Boston Celtics made the finals just recently under Danny Ainge staff. Yes, because Danny Ainge didn't come to the Utah Jazz until when?
Until when?
Let's take a look.
Oh God, again. Jesus, I
Well,
thought
shit, it's not like I have that
You're over
information
here
in
in
my
love
head.
with Danny Ainge. You should know this shit, bro.
2021.
So that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So Boston lost last year to Golden State. They got their asses handed to them.
Okay. So let's go back.
Yeah.
NBA draft.
You and your goddamn NBA draft, dude. I don't trust him. I don't trust what this damn draft picks.
2021.
Who did he draft in 2021? Let's see.
Well, he was out.
2021 was the last year, right?
Wait, he didn't. No, he barely arrived on December. Let me take a look. Let's take a look here, guys. On December 15, 2021, Ainge was hired as a CEO of basketball. Oh shit! Really?
In 2 years. So far in the 2 years, what has he done for you that you think he's been done so good for the Jazz draft picks? Now he has 15 draft picks. That's what I want to know. What has he actually drafted that it's like, oh shit?
2015. So he didn't do shit until this. Yeah, he actually didn't do shit from December all the way to the end of the season. He just like let us see what was going on.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then he was like, fuck it, let me take over. And he started trading Donovan Mitchell,
Great
Rudy
fucking
Gobert.
trade, huh? Holy fuck, he's so
I
amazing, huh?
mean, listen, I get it. You're still.
Well, yeah,
I'm
that's
sore
what I'm
about it
asking
too.
you. What has he done since he's been on board with
He
Utah?
been getting a lot of
Who?
picks,
Okay, but who has he drafted? That doesn't prove anything to me.
dude. We will find out when he start drafting. But right now, like let's see, 2020 draft. Aaron Nesmith, which got what?
Great guy, huh? I don't even know who that
Let's
is,
take a
but
look.
great guy.
Man, I am not proving a point here.
You're not. That's what I'm telling you.
Let's take a look here.
You're-
No, 1 second, 1 second.
Time is ticking, sir.
Time is ticking. Romeo Long, which
Langford?
he's not even playing any.
My point proven. That's what I'm telling you.
Sacramento.
Like we're
Yeah,
relying too much on
Philadelphia.
the draft picks that we have 15 of them.
Boston Celtics from the LA Clippers traded to Philly. But yeah, let's take a look here.
The
What
only one that
if
he has good is Grant Williams.
Grant
Grant
Williams?
Williams was a good player. He has shut down since. He hasn't been the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Let's take a look the year before that.
You're not proving a point. You're
Shut
really
the
not,
fuck
bro.
up. Shut the fuck
You're
up.
not. That's what I'm telling
Yo,
you.
let me bring you one fucking point that he
Okay.
did.
Okay, one.
On the whatever year it was, when Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and
Mm-hmm.
the Jet, Jerry, whatever his name is.
Smith? You talking about the commentator?
No, the Jet. Fuck. The
fuck is it?
superstar from the Boston Celtics.
It was
All
Ray
three.
Allen, Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett.
No, Rondo stayed. It was Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and someone else got traded to the Brooklyn Nets. And they
Wait,
got
Now we're talking
yes.
about Brooklyn Nets.
Bro, listen to me.
You're talking
Remember
about
that
Boston.
trade? Do you
Okay.
not? Where? Okay, let me look.
You're talking
over
about
it.
Jason Terry.
Yes, Jason Terry. Thank you.
Okay. Jesus Christ, the
Jason
Jets.
Terry. Okay. So do you see that trade? And out of
Yes.
those trades, they got
Yes.
how many picks?
I don't remember.
I
But
don't
Jason
either.
Terry went from Jason Terry got traded from the Mavericks to Boston for the records.
Let me see. Let me see. Celtics and Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Jason Terry to Brooklyn. It was the biggest blockbuster deal.
And that didn't do shit.
Stop. You're not.
It didn't do nothing.
Yes, it did.
What did the Nets do?
The Nets didn't do shit.
Okay, so Boston.
But
Okay.
Boston did because they got the
Because-
picks.
You got Jason Tatum and they got Noah Brown. Or
It-
sorry.
And you're telling me those are not great picks?
Yeah, they're good players.
They're not great picks.
And okay, since then, well, how many have they won?
Boston Celtic, 2017.
Okay, well, have
Jason
they won?
Tatum.
What have they won though?
They
How many?
won the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay. So that's okay.
They got them to the finals.
Okay.
And let's not forget that the Danny Ainge, even though he was hired in 2003 for the Boston Celtics, it took him
Mhm.
5 years to get him a chip in 2008.
Okay.
So we have a 5-year gap between
I
2021
need to make a bet with
and
you,
5
bro.
years from now
I need
and
to
see
make
if
a
we
bet
win a
with you.
championship.
I need to
Do you
make
see what I mean, though?
No, I don't.
Of course you don't.
No, because here's the thing: is like I just don't feel like especially for the Boston Celtics organization, which is a big organization itself. That team was shit for a long time. Unfortunately, it was.
What
Then
team?
it came back Boston Celtics before the big three came on board. And that trade happened with Danny Ainge making that decision happening. Great, all that. You got Jason Tatum and you got Brown. You got everybody out here. That's great. Now that you're gone, you still have certain things there, which I think they're great for that. But I feel like the team is still missing something. I just can't trust the whole fact about draft picks. I get it. You want to go for young players. I understand that. I do.
Mhm.
But the problem is you need to have at least an experienced player to be able to be leaded on by somebody that can actually show you the things how they should be. And the fact that you're rebuilding a whole entire team for young base is kind of like, You get my point? It's like to me, you have to have a
No, I
leader.
don't get it.
You have to have a leader out there with experience to show them how to be around. Guarantee you, the Jalen Brown and freaking Tatum, they're not gonna be together for a while, bro. It hasn't
No,
worked
I
since.
mean,
It's been to the
depends.
finals and it hasn't worked out for them. I mean, Boston's not gonna want to keep both of those teams. There's just
I mean, I doubt it. I think they're gonna keep them. Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum do make a great team together. It's just they had a bad luck. They ran into the Golden State Warriors, where they are already experienced as a championship.
yeah,
But the Boston Celtics players, they don't have that experience.
yeah,
They have the environment, yes, because as a Boston Celtics, you have experienced multiple championship.
yeah,
Probably a staff, who knows? I don't know. But as a player, I don't think they have a player that can be like, hey, we can be champions if we push this hard. Jason Tatum, you gotta know how to push this hard. And the reason why the between 2015 and 2020 the Boston Celtics were crap,
yeah.
dude, you gotta remember, or not those years, but like you gotta remember that Paul Pierce had to face LeBron James in LeBron James' prime.
So did Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Kevin Durant. Sorry, Kevin Garnett.
Oh,
Rajon
Kevin
Rondo.
Durant. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Kevin Durant did it in the finals, so that's a different story. But
So, and then you see what I mean. So,
yeah,
as a as the Boston Celtics, you might not see it like they did it great because all we remember is the champions. But unfortunately, they were really good. It's just Danny Ainge takes a long time to build it, and I'm
that's
not
the
saying
problem, though. We don't have time for that.
I agree.
See,
But we
that's
gotta
the
have
thing.
time now.
We have to
We
be.
already. It's not like, hey, I want Donovan Mitchell back. Please bring him back.
Oh, bro.
No.
Honestly, this is the way I see it. If I'm
Mhm.
Danny H and I'm in his mind, I'm like, listen, bro, let me
Mhm.
do this. Let me make this happen. I'm okay with you trading the whole squad, and I'm gonna leave it at that because that's what I'm gonna leave it just at that. Um, you want to trade everybody else? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell has been developing. You have a new coach coming in, new staff coming in. I get that. Two players that will not be able to, nobody will touch for me. In my case, will be, and I told you this before, Donovan Mitchell, Jordan Clarkson. Why these two players? Jordan
Mhm.
Clarkson has much more experience than Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell game this year coming up this offseason was looking amazing as fuck. He was prepared. He was ready to go off. Give the guy one more. And he clearly said, don't trade me. Don't do this. Let's see where it goes.
But all due respect to Donovan Mitchell, he didn't seem like the leader he can be with the Utah Jazz, though.
The thing is this, he was part of the leader now because you're happy between Rudy Gobert and him. Who are you going to have more of a leader? I was more of a leader of Donovan Mitchell. So what I'm saying is the guy itself asked you to do something. In my case, you got Jordan Clarkson and you have Donovan Mitchell together. Find a way, something else to build around these players. Mark Cannon coming into the building. Think about it. Mark Cannon playing as
Mhm.
a center. Boom. Great position right there. You got Donovan Mitchell and Jordan Clarkson. Then you had a couple other additional players that could have brought up and things could have been different.
Oh shit! I thought that was
I know.
my door, dude.
I know.
It's like, who
And
opened my door?
just a fact for that, and just in general, I just think that it would have been better if they would have given him some time instead. But I guess it
Mm.
just didn't work out that way. So yeah,
No, listen. What I have to say about that trade is that it sucked that Donovan Mitchell left. When they traded Rudy Gobert, I was like, great, we're on a great path. If we keep those players, because that's where we got uh, Patrick Beverly. We got a few other players that would have fit really great with Donovan Mitchell. And I was like, great, it's time to build around Donovan Mitchell. Let's go. But then the rumors start hitting like they're planning on trading Donovan Mitchell. And I was like, fuck, please tell me that's not true. And it ended up being true. And so at that point, I was like, fuck it. I guess it's a rebuilding season. But the thing that sucks is that the Utah media never questioned, like, hey, why did you trade Donovan Mitchell? Like, what's going on? Why did you do this? Like, and so what is the plan? Like, and so as the Utah media, to fucking fail on fucking asking tough questions to Danny Ainge and fucking Ryan Smith. But I would, if I was if I was the Utah Jazz organization, I would have kept Donovan Mitchell for sure. I would have, and build around him and give him a chance. But even he said he wasn't happy here. You got to remember that. He also said he feel disconnected with the Jazz community.
Here. So I'm just gonna leave it at that because honestly, all these draft picks, young guys, you think they're gonna be happy here?
Oh, I don't know. Depends.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know, man. I guess we'll see what Danny H is. But if I told you, I'm gonna tell you one day. I told you so. Don't trust this. You're gonna be like, Erwin, you're right.
Hey, if we win a championship, can I tell you I told you so?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Deal. Okay.
Hopefully I'm right because I do want that championship here.
Oh, hopefully you're right. So.
But yeah, dude, I think it's that time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's play the music. Erwin, give your outro, bro.
Well, guys, a little late here today because somebody, decided to be a little bit late today. I don't know what his excuse was. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you shit up. Anyways, not for guys. So, but on another note, it's time for us to get out of here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us here today with these topics. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and both of our channels. We got Talking with Raphael and the Erwin Show on the YouTube, and also right below you have our IGs and our Twitter accounts. If you have any questions or concerns, if you want to talk about some topic, anything else you want to talk about, and you want to keep yourself anonymous, that's okay. Again, the emails that's for the email. That's the reason we have the email down here below us. But other than that, we'll see you again next time. You guys be safe. Have a good night.
And thank you everybody for watching another episode Talking with Raphael, your host Raphael. Make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and share with your friends and family. Until next time, fuck you too, Erwin. Peace.
Peace, guys.